Forge gang, I am still a hard man. Let's go. All right, so the title is Ghost of Niccolo. This is your fault. It's time for you to clean out the troll stables. I never really thought much about this, but a lot of the bad reputation, or at least the so-called reputation or press review that has been placed against Forge Gang, a lot of it was because of Ghost of Niccolo's actions, particularly. But yeah, Ghost of Niccolo really did mess up big time. And he's been doing it for years, and really, he's been there just meddling things up, making things look really bad for me and my crew. And he was basically the guy who always, what's the term? Screwed up, messed up. He made Forge Gang look very bad. But anyways, Ghost of Niccolo, don't try to contact or interact with me. I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? You're not going to admit that you were talking to a troon that was showing their nudes in a server with 13-year-olds in it. If you're not going to even be honest about that, then don't interact with me. And don't interact with none of my crew, okay? But, Ghost of Niccolo, I know that you're using Impressa and Soberman to kind of try to put dabs at me. Okay, Ghost of Niccolo, I know that was you that asked Impressa to make that Pokemon card. Okay, let's just be real. I know that was you. That was not Impressa's idea. That was your idea, and you used Impressa to do that. Okay, I know that was you, by the way. I'm not fooled, okay? Look, Ghost of Niccolo, I don't know how to say this any differently, but you're turning into Dark Ninja. You're starting to act kind of like Dark Ninja at this point. And you're turning into being kind of an annoyance to me. I was never part of your stupid, retarded group. Okay? And I would prefer that you would stop spreading these false rumors about anything about me having to do with Foot Clan, okay? Let's just be real. Feet... Wanting to look at feet is something that Latinos do. Now, I'm not Latino, and I don't like that. And you're starting to irritate me, and you're starting to really tick me off about it. And it's starting to get underneath my skin, Ghost of Niccolo, that you actually went and asked Impressa and Taki to make that retarded little, Foot Clan Pokemon card. Okay, that's stuff that Hispanics or Latinos do with the feet fetish. Okay, I'm not Latino, and I don't speak a word of Spanish, and it's really starting, you're really starting to, I don't know what to say, Ghost of Niccolo. You're acting like Beans. You're acting like Beans and Herb Green and used to do. You're acting a lot like Dark Ninja. And you're just trying to be a bit of a prick. But don't lie to me, Ghost of Niccolo. I know that was you that went and asked Impressa and Taki to do that. I'm not one bit fooled by that. I was never part of your group. And we were never really friends. We were never allies, and we were never really friends. And it wouldn't surprise me if Euros was just using you to kind of watch or to spy on what I was doing to begin with, but we were never friends, we were never allies, and you're starting to turn into Dark Ninja. You're doing things that are just exactly like Dark Ninja. Beet Soup says that feet is not a Latino thing. It's a black thing. I don't care what it is. It's not something that white people do. It's not something that white people look at. Okay? I'm bringing up a politically incorrect word, but it's not something that I would do. I'm not into that. And it's something that people with, let's just say people with money don't do that stuff. It's something that people in trailer parks do, and I generally don't like to be associated with that. So Ghost of Niccolo is starting to really get on my nerves. I'm trying to not be bothered with it, but I would really prefer at this point that he would go away. He was talking and asking a troon that was putting their lewds in a server with underage minors in it. And he was talking about them stepping on his face and doing this and that kind of inappropriate stuff. He doesn't like Welsh people. Ghost of Niccolo does not like the Welsh. I'm part Welsh. Surprise, surprise. Ghost of Niccolo thinks that Dragon Ball Z began with the Saiyan arc, when it actually begins much, much earlier with Akira Toriyama. He doesn't like original Dragon Ball, which is retarded. He doesn't like Dragon Ball Z either. Ghost of Niccolo does not like Dragon Ball Z. He hates Dragon Ball Z because he hates the people who made it. The Japanese. Ghost of Niccolo is racist to Japanese people because he wants Dragon Ball Z to be Americanized. Ghost of Niccolo rejects the Old Testament, and he doesn't think that it matters, even though Jesus Christ read from the scroll of Isaiah in the Sanhedrin, even though Jesus Christ, when he was transfigured, was talking with Elijah and Moses. So, there's a lot of things about this, but more importantly, the Nueces Massacre, where German Unionists were massacred by Confederates because they did not want to be conscripted into the Confederate Army, and the fact that Ghost of Niccolo would actually thinks that that was a good thing is really offensive and really discerning of what his character actually is. The reason that he doesn't like OG Dragon Ball is because he is racist to Japanese people. He is racist to the legacy of Akira Toriyama, and he wants to whitewash Dragon Ball Z with a dub because of his racist perspectives. Okay, so anyways, I sort of take back, actually, inbred trailer trash do like feet pics, so I take that back. Inbred trailer trash do have a thing for feet pics. So yeah, I guess that could be included, but anyways, I'm really sick of this inbred hillbilly trying to garner my attention. I want nothing to do with this guy. He is turned into Dark Ninja. He is transformed into the Dark Ninja, and he is basically Dark Ninja 2.0 at this point. Is Niccolo a Texan? Yeah, I think so. Is Niccolo a Texan? I think Niccolo was born in another state. But yeah, he's Texan. But anyways, Ghost of Niccolo, go tell those people like Dark Ninja and those other guys that I never associated with you or your group. and quit lying and making up false lies and stuff. You were never part of Forge Gang. I never wanted anything to even do with that stupid mentally retarded shit that you call Foot Clan. Cool Tactic was always attacking me in your chat. Why in the fuck would I want to be associated with a group like that when Cool Tactic was always attacking me in your chat for years? That's another thing that you let go on, and you wouldn't even try to resolve. And any time I called Cool Tactic out, you had to behave like a fucking cucked up motherfucking bitch about it too. Okay, stop spreading these lies, man. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. You have become the new Dark Ninja.